Just south of Depot Bay, Cape Foulweather rises 500 feet above the ocean, providing fantastic views of the central Oregon coast. With soaring cliffs, seabird colonies, and rocky habitats, this basalt headland is a true gem of Oregon's natural beauty. Cape Foulweather boasts the largest kelp forest in Oregon, north of Cape Arago, as well as thousands of nesting seabirds, making the area a conservation priority. Through a community effort led by the Audubon Society of Lincoln City, nearshore rocky habitats from Whale Cove to the Otter Rock Marine Garden have been designated as the Cape Foulweather Complex Marine Conservation Area, or MCA. The designated area includes rocky intertidal habitat, as well as nearshore reefs that support kelp forests. Rocky habitat makes Oregon's coastline unique, comprising 41% of the state's 362-mile coastline. This rugged habitat includes headlands, cliffs, rocky beaches, shallow intertidal zones, deeper submerged reefs, and offshore rocks. Do you have a favorite memory of exploring rocky habitat along the Oregon coast? Is it finding sea stars while tide pooling with friends and family? Fishing along the nearshore kelp forests that are abound with sea life? Expressing amazement at the monstrous storm waves that crash against the rocks, or watching gray whales swim and spout just offshore? Cape Foulweather's outstanding rocky habitats provide us with outdoor adventure and learning opportunities to treasure forever. Whether we are tide pooling, bird watching, fishing, or just enjoying the scenery, one of the goals of this marine conservation area is to provide learning opportunities about the natural history of the Cape's rocky habitats and how to enjoy them safely and responsibly. The Cape is home to breeding seabirds, including pelagic and Brandt's cormorants, western and glaucous winged gulls, common murres, and pigeon guillemots. If you drive the Otter Crest Loop, you may spot black oystercatchers, surfbirds, black turnstones, and bald eagles from roadside viewpoints. The intertidal rocky habitat that extends from the mean high tide to the extreme low tide includes Oregon's famous tide pools that are home to an amazing variety of species, well adapted to a demanding environment. Although pounded by waves and exposed to the air, many of the plants and animals living in these intertidal zones are very fragile. At Cape Foulweather, visitors can observe these tide pools from a distance. The black oystercatcher, with its distinctive orange beak and pink legs, makes its nest just above the high tide line along the rocky habitat shoreline. The nest is a collection of pebbles set in a depression in the rock and is hard to spot. Please be careful when you visit these sites and don't disturb black oystercatchers or their inconspicuous nests. As Oregonians, we treasure our coastline and are proud of its public ownership. Our state leaders did a great job of providing public access to the coast with the Oregon Beach Bill, but that bill does not protect the rich diversity of fish and wildlife habitat along our rocky shores. How can you help us in our effort to protect Cape Foulweather's rocky habitats? Volunteer as a rocky habitat steward or sign up for one of several community science monitoring projects. Training is provided, and the only prerequisite is enthusiasm. The next time you visit Cape Foulweather, feel the wind in your face and breathe in the fresh ocean air, knowing that community members like you are working together to preserve this wild place for generations to come, while also providing new and exciting educational and community science opportunities for residents and visitors alike.